100 Thieves that have been battered and bruised towards the later half of stage 2. So both these teams come in
try and work out
low. They now need to go
why
on
EG
a run
left
all the
Bind
way
and
through
picked Crow.
until the lower bracket finals if they want their year to
We're on a
continue.
mission. We're on a mission to see why they've done
was
this.
a gift, and I have every expectation to think this will be no
okay, I've been watching a bit of Paper X. Go for the Paper X pistol. Very, very nice. To flash through the TP, it goes behind the wall, so you can peek behind it. The classic Paper X pistol.
The rest of Evil Geniuses slithering down A short.
Gonna get a lot of space out on this as well. Two members from the defense trying to dig their heels, and reinforcements starting to arrive. There is no knowledge on the other side. Roomba will confirm presence. Supa, it's a dangerous game you're playing, trying to scale back towards backside.
Well.
And 100 Thieves, this pistol's going swimmingly for them.
Yeah, Derek completely offsides there, was trying to go for a late lurk into B. The rest of his team just falters on the A site, so he'll do his best to grab some orbs.
Asthana gets the orb over towards long as well. Was anyone dead? Yeah, okay, someone was dead pressing tab.
And it's such a cool
like
flash
you
setup
guys
through that
pretty
TP.
early.
It pops in
Alright,
just the spot where people
convincing
swinging at a
pistol.
hookah
I mean,
won't
it's just
get
such a nice
because
flash.
of the lit
It's a
right
great
on the other
pistol.
side.
It
So
really
it's
is.
such a good sand fight.
And it's this map that 100 Thieves know all those little tricks on.
Right.
You know, you think back to the start of 2024, Zix and this team trailblazed the
Oh,
comp
didn't see
that
the
Evil Geniuses are running. Bind was their best map. It always has been. And that's why it's a surprise that Evil Geniuses are allowing it through for the first Bind performance all year.
Saw that? Got me.
I do think little things like that are important for a team that just is coming off of a series where they won 9 rounds across 2 maps. Any victory is a huge one for them.
100 Thieves have to bounce back big after that disappointment up against G2. But I think this is exactly the territory they want to begin it. And you'll see how they deal with Evil Geniuses playing for the early orbs on a pistol round like this. 100 Thieves have a stack towards this A side of the map. Cass even has the judge into hookah if Evil Geniuses are to try and get past these players down short behind their wall again.
It is tempting, and they are considering it. That smoke will deny sight lines, at least for now.
I think 100 Thieves are anticipating EG maybe trying to play for that long orb in B as well.
Judge scares me a little bit here.
B, but he does have the
Again,
teleport
it's one of those positions where he's either winning the round, killing 3, or
there's a judge that you mentioned,
he's just
right
going to let him have the gun and then they win the round. Ooh, we got 4. And we got one more than most people gave it back.
Everyone in the room thought Kess was going to give us another ace. Almost has it. And now with that spike out in the middle of nowhere, Derek sort of calling his shot with the judge as well. There's no way 100 Thieves are going to approach him, so the paint shells are going to shove him out into the open.
Very nice. Early Brimmel. Looks like it's going to happen. And only the 2 kills right now for EG.
If you will, able to buy rifles,
user
armor
5321. Thank you so much for the Prime, mate.
You know, we were
Appreciate it. 7 months.
Ender a little bit about just how
for the kind words as well,
different of a trajectory this EG squad has taken from stage 1 to stage 2 to find themselves in the exact same position in an entirely different look is just insane.
Yeah, now they're not having that same momentum as before, so this is the start of it for them, and we'll see if they can start into this round 3. You know, 100 Thieves are always so good at running the hard execs with this type of a comp that EG are running on the other side. Oftentimes, you can accelerate into the site using the quick cooldowns on the Gecko util. So Evil Geniuses will open up 4-1 pretty consistently to have that ability to accelerate in.
Xander showing a little leg there.
Oh, they should have done that thing where they like run away a little bit.
Risky.
So wingman's around the corner, so they can't possibly get it.
EG still taking their time, and 100 Thieves have 3 players ready to fight. I mean, they have everything and a seize from EU to collect.
EG cannot get bonus here. This would be a disaster, and that's already problematic. Xander getting
How did he win that? The nade 10 is incredible. I'm still just confused how he won that first duel.
These lurks just not in the right position for Evil Geniuses to play off of either. That trap setup was beautiful.
Guess,
and sure, a kill might go down here or there.
Come on now.
The wasteland that is B long. There should be no way for Evil Geniuses to advance back in.
Oh, this is a dreadful start. You've even got 100 Thieves upgrading weapons.
And this is just exactly the right read from 100 Thieves. Again, masters of this map, already getting the jump on EG on their bonus. And also to see Asana connecting on those 2 kills. Does seem like EG still want to maybe play for some picks. 15 seconds left on the clock. I feel like cutting your losses here has to be the play.
All right,
I don't know what the purpose of recovering the spike is.
But he did get it.
Yeah. I mean, at least they'll know where it is for the next round.
Right, right. And 100 Thieves won't take it away, I guess.
They're in the position where now 100 Thieves can start hunting. So these rifles are both lost when all is said and done. I don't quite understand. And yet it'll be 100 Thieves winning this round. And I have to put a highlight onto this little trap idea. EU has the C's, which catches out a few players, and Asuna collects on the kills. And Asuna is a player that we have to watch into this series because
1000%.
Yeah. I mean, it's a lovely idea as well. Like, this whole round is great.
In opening engagements. It was a huge weakness of 100 Thieves. And
Dude,
see him already on the board, winning
Zix
out
really pulled
fights,
out all the stops for this one.
That's what 100 Thieves need.
Yeah,
Big bonus round trap play. They're in the smoke. They commit through the smoke.
For the squad,
but a tether that locks them in here, inside the smoke, and then the nades just catching anyone that's trying to run back. It's a banger.
But the thing about a double limb is it gives you a chance to redeem yourself.
And you got the other one
opportunity at redemption
just watching.
100 Thieves having their life
who was
right
it? It
now,
was Xander, right? Just watching for first contact.
Well, similar setup from Evil Geniuses, 3-1-1, except this time actually clearing out Octagon, getting in front of any potential traps. Does mean that 100 Thieves are bunkered well into the site behind their own wall.
4-person stack over towards B. Considering eco, it's a bit of an over-rotate in my opinion from 100 Thieves.
To get the Thrash online.
Especially against a Viper.
Hefty investment.
There's that suck nade.
Dude, they went for it again.
Not finding the same level of lethality.
Oh my goodness. How on earth did they hit all of those?
What? EG just wait for 100 Thieves to walk in one by one and get all the kills. This time the utility doesn't connect from 100 Thieves, and yet they kept trying to push forward back into it. A bit over eager.
Incredible round though. They get so much money from this. Cash should definitely go for it. He's got so much money, and he's got to try to take some of these guns.
Short-term memory is best. EG barring a miracle.
Okay, EG.
Get on the board with the
a lot of money on
win.
this.
The finances.
They're back in
put
it.
themselves in a really nice spot too.
I mean, it's clean shots to be sure out of Evil Geniuses. We'll take another look at it. Just instant headshots at close range with the Sheriffs. Apart from that one, oh, that ping from the Haunt.
Yeah, the horn over the top.
Nature gets all three players, so that's why they're able to.
Look, they are so shook. Look at this.
Yeah.
And we laugh and we chuckle at it, but 9 rounds just a couple of hours ago across 2 maps. This is not a joke.
I mean, so much is riding on those rounds, and now we come in on equal footing. With rifles in hand. Derek has an ultimate. 100 Thieves don't, so on the first big swing round, it'll be EG with that slight edge.
And the need to convert. 100 Thieves not playing around Octagon quite the same way this time around.
And the way these comps operate, the way 100 Thieves love to play this map, it's all about the brawls. You're going to see a ton of 3v3s, 4v4s on site.
And so much focus over towards the Saints.
100 Thieves have to lock
100 Thieves kind of know the comp. Basically, this whole comp used to be just if you get like long control here, your XX so strong. that you just get over towards
Talk about how brawly they like to be. They live by the sword and they die by it. And we saw, again, up against G2, what happens when that does not go according to plan.
A lot of pressure from just losing long. Rotate was going to go out, but still clearing in front of Hookah.
Previously, it had just been super isolated. A bit surprised to see Nature come back with the rest of the team now. A little re-clear of Hookah seems to be on the cards.
Yeah, meanwhere, what's the misdirection on the other side of the map?
I think it's really just that there's going to be 2 players in Hookah. It's not actually playing into A so much. Super will try for something as the Thrash comes in.
Cryo, plenty to deal with, plenty in his lap, and cannot handle any of it. Torless right now.
In trouble.
More problems as Xander gets overwhelmed, he gets outgunned, and he gets
dealt with. Nice.
Numbers the way of the attack. Cozy on the site. As it's just Asuna here with Kess far away enough to not be a factor.
Yeah, I wonder if
there's just no way to get back into the B side.
I wonder if 100 Thieves are gonna time out after this. Again, they should kind of know as soon as you lose long, majority of the time you're not gonna win on site.
100 Thieves are gonna have to lick
I
their
would say
wounds
the util to
fight
clear
another
out
day.
Hookah was pretty nice here. They had a very
in a bit of
good
an awkward
read.
spot too.
Maybe it's something that I missed earlier that he was on left side.
Cass at 200, Xander at 200.
And that's why this round was so important for
Had to
100
be
Thieves.
proactive, yeah. I mean, the things that they were doing on the bonus was pretty good. I think they thought after they did this on the bonus as well, it would like just deter them from going towards long, but then they just carried on being insanely persistent. They've just gone long every single time.
Those two ultimates just give them virtually a free sight.
Right.
And it could have been disaster.
Did Asuna miss his nade? See, I don't know if he's missed his nade or he's like trying to nade near the choke, so it looks like you wouldn't do it if someone was back to sight.
I think this first kill here as well. Icy does well to play behind the Prowler and open up Puka. So it would be a very different story if 100 Thieves still had that player alive in there.
Great signs out from EG again on 100 Thieves. Map pick, an area that they've been so comfortable.
Yeah, they got to fight. At least on long, they got to fight for that
Six is
space.
going to come in here and
For sure.
see what he can spin up versus his old head coach. And the first thing on his mind, I think, is understanding the layers of Evil Genius's default. Because right now, the way EG have played the last 3 rounds in a row has been 3 down long, 1 hookah, 1 A short. That A short lurk hasn't really activated just yet. But each round you can see EG are trying to mix up a few things. Even in that last round, you have Icy pulling away from long, where the previous round, 100 Thieves had seen him exec out into the site with.
Right.
This time he comes back into hookah, and it's that playing behind the Prowler that catches, I think, Cryo up there a little bit off guard. So I think 100 Thieves need to start looking for these tells and these timings so they won't be fooled when there's 2 players showing up in a spot where they're only expecting the 1.
All right, and that sort of, those little micro adjustments and showing a variety of different faces to the same look is very EG-esque, right? That's part of their DNA. You think about the B main hits that they like to run on Corrode. It's very similar in theory, and we're seeing a lot of that here on Bind.
And you know, when I've been able to talk and get the other perspective, speaking with Zix on 100 Thieves, he's a very details-oriented coach. Loves to draw things up in the Valor plants. When 100 Thieves are playing their own game, they're able to run those set plays.
EG's money's getting a little out of control, and they're still keeping with the same game plan. Still making sure that they can every round take over towards long.
Quick note here, you were talking in the previous round about how they had Nature's
Again, even if they don't exec over towards the B site, which this comp is very good at, if they have the pressure, like it's still going to keep 3 here, right? Because they're still scared that it will happen. So 100 Thieves makes a lot of sense what they're doing on this one, right? Just trying to protect over towards long. We said that they need to fight for this.
Oh boy.
From EU.
And on top of that, they push over towards short while losing showers. Dude, EU's in a great pause.
Creeping forward into the first, Superman will fall. Nature's there on the trade. And gives the space back up. Meanwhile, a gunfire erupting on the other side of the map.
Asuna's going to try.
And Asuna was just caught in rotation there. Wasn't involved in the long fight. So now when he shows up on B, it's teleports to A. Just Cass inside the smoke.
Big play from Cass.
Off of his ult.
It's a big play from him.
Orbital strike now online. Drops the sim, beckons the challenge.
Okay, knows where both are. Had the Prowler over towards site as well.
Cass falls back to his teammate.
Still stingy.
Ah,
10 left.
dude.
Max snaps onto Derek. Gets things down to 1v2.
Sure, man. That was really nice from Cass.
Under that pressure.
Loved how he handled all of that.
Asuna being there up in heaven, coming over on the rotation. Because of the time, Cass was able to buy inside of the smoke. Gets that round for 100
There's a
Thieves.
lot of players there in his
online.
situation
But really it's this.
who
Evil
would
Geniuses had been
molly
expecting 100
instead of
Thieves to
re-smoking,
challenge,
or would
stepping
even
forward
re-smoke
out of
and then
showers
molly.
early in the round,
But
right?
the fact that it's like
That's the
3v2, he kind of knows that he needs to get a kill
Both the other
fast, so
was
the
gonna
play in
be
the smoke is
reacting to.
huge from him.
And yet, Potter calls the team to be watching showers, so the short walk.
It's also a
from
great
100
timeout from 100 Thieves, right? Just
actually gets the
making,
jump on
again, the whole timeout was for long. Just making sure they can hold on to this
Subtle
space.
differences.
They then go for a 2-1-2
2
with just a fast rotate,
And
and it really is a fast rotate. They could have 4 on A instantly with the TP and
Where's that
with the one over
presence going
towards
to be?
spawn.
But Evil Geniuses have switched out of really their default for the
Gecko,
first time ever. Only one
I
player
think Molly,
down long,
or maybe Flash, I didn't fully see it.
Derek
Went over
sent
towards
out the
long that keeps
Mosh,
the rotating. Yeah, it was
but only just
Molly.
that.
But one Molly over towards
So will be a
long.
quicker pop into the A
That
site.
causes the
Once
rotate.
they clear out the
Fade Eye
space,
clears the
Brother, do
question
they have
mark.
the
Now they
tools
get the
for it
rotate
between
back over
Icy and
towards
Nature? Their ults alone can ravage the site.
3
I do
over
think 100
towards
Thieves are
A
playing
for
in
the
good
hit.
positions to be able to hide away
Fade
from the
ult, Kess
showstopper.
probably has his ult.
Kess
You got
maybe in the
backup.
most challenging
Does
spot,
EU just
stuck in
use
hookah,
his
but
ult
not
back,
tagged
or
up
do they
by the
just wait?
Nightfall isn't big.
And so that will pave the way.
Oh, that's nice. Teva with the ult on top of it. Yeah, gets absolutely wrecked, and it hit Derek at the back as well.
It had to have been. There was nowhere for them to go.
The C's was so good here. Cass gets another on top of it as well. It's an absolute masterclass from 100 Thieves on this one. The Teva value in these rounds is just through the roof. Every single time Teva's going down, it's with some kind of combo. Awesome from them.
So Cass's ultimate
Andrew Duke as well with the 34 months. Thank you, man. Appreciate the prime. Thank you for doing that. What was I going to say as well? The fade eye over towards long as well is very fast, right? They're clearing over towards long so they can get the rotate as well. Right, that's like the whole round.
Looks like a timeout was just called.
Because if the fade isn't here for the rotate, this Teva never happens, they never get the combo.
What? That caught both Ye, who was down on stairs, and Derek.
Oh, damn, that's a good-ass tether right there.
Yes, it was, my friends.
Really
yes, it was. That caught a player on the stairs and boosted on box. That's how crazy that ability is.
So synergistic with that ult. You see the value.
Yeah, that's so nice.
And another quick pause in case we didn't have enough drama and enough suspense already. Let's just let it simmer some.
The thing is, these rounds are going to be absolutely ballistic because the way both of these teams approach the map in the draft is you have, apart from Viper, 4 mega ults on both teams that can just rip
and they
open
didn't
a site.
overuse ults as well. They still have the fade ult.
Confusing.
Right.
So now that we're into the thick of these rounds, every single round there's going to be a different key
so
ultimate available, and that's why these early timeouts are important
probably
to start
now,
keeping track
after
of
they
that,
realize they're fighting
the
for long
especially
control,
Potter coming in because
they got
Potter
some
has
options.
so much tape to work off
They
of
can
against Zix and 100
one
Thieves.
util,
2
fake
years
this.
of
You could
it.
literally do an NRG
Just
call,
slight
right? You
differences
could
in
throw a
comp
molly
during
from
that
like
time.
here or something. Fake this and then straight up hit A. There would be 2 here. It would be a little rough because you're against a Yori,
So we'll see on the other
but
side
they're still
of
probably
timeout
going to be
what those
roughly around
adjustments
2
are.
there.
Derek,
Or you
close
can
to
just
having the
actually
thrash
like
back
heavy
online.
fight this, and then while you're heavy
Seems like
fighting
they're
this,
actually
like
similar
try
over
and take
towards B.
space with the Viper up short, or showers with like the 1-1.
Maybe looking back to their pistol,
So
where
we're probably going to see them fight heavier for this, but they're probably going to be more proactive with the 2 on A. Watching China tomorrow? Nah, man.
Continue to leave EU
I'll watch China in
just
champs.
to figure out where that initial pressure
I just
is,
got
and
too
then they
tilted,
send them.
dude.
Yeah, I like this
got
100 Thieves.
Tyloo and
Cryo's the
AG
first one
killed me,
taking
man.
the fight towards Hookah because he's been the player EG have seen in Hookah, isolated every single time. So Austin in the corner may not be expected, and Icy likes to play quickly behind the Prowler.
Remember, he's got the rocket, he's got 2 satchels, and the Roomba.
Breaks everything for his teammate.
That orb alone just kind of ruined that first initial hit.
Yeah, I love that. I love the Viper setup from.
The fuse
Oh
has
yeah,
been
it's such a
lit.
good. Oh,
Still hits the
it's
shot.
a good bait,
Huge
and
out
it's
of
an
Icy.
incredible
I think
180
100
from
Thieves'
Icy
plan
as well.
going into that was beautiful. But
I mean,
Austin not
100
quite
Thieves plan
quick
into
enough
this whole round
to
is
get the
lovely
kill
as well.
against
Like
Icy's
Viper,
movement. Now allows Evil
the
Geniuses
fact
to
that it's
regroup
speaking,
4 on
talking about the
4
fact that they're going to go
and
so
move
heavy
into
over
lurk.
towards the long touch.
Once
You put the
again, you
ult
put the
here.
youngster on an island.
Superman
Lucky
missed
Kess
time
to
this,
deliver
no?
for his squad.
He's been so sharp today.
Bro, Kess is
He's
doing
gonna
a
have to do it
great
again.
job.
1 kill already found. The Molly will buy a little bit of time. Tries to transfer onto the second
Oh
and does.
man, just
Nature
as the fade
dropped.
ult touched
Kess
him as
with
well, he
3.
just instantly melted him. Mate, Kess is locking down this site. He
So
really
sick
is.
out of the rookie. And again, I think it's this.
Man,
this
100
teamwork
Thieves are
between
so good at
Kess
this
and
map.
EU. Kess has 12 kills now.
Imagine they can,
imagine
imagine they can get to this level.
Sees
in
for
other maps.
distraction. Watch this again. And that first kill, a bit of a freebie. Didn't have to do super like that, I don't think. Potter not pleased with it either.
Nice. Good shit, Drew.
You mentioned it. 12 and 5 for Kess. 8 and 2 for Asuna.
Half buy for Evil Geniuses now.
Okay, force him down to Nico with the Bucky. We kind of know they're going to double satchel over
This
towards
is
here.
around 100 Thieves are stepping out of shower. This area has been not really
Very
contested by Evil
proactive from
Geniuses,
100
and what
Thieves.
it gives you, 100
Again,
Thieves in
maybe
terms of
thinking that
info.
there's going to be a lot
To
of
step
focus
these
over
two
towards
players
long.
out of showers
Just
is
go for a
massive.
2-person push.
Remember the short push from just a couple of
Dude,
rounds ago?
They are
That's what
expecting
started
it,
the
or at least
snowball
looking
going.
for it.
Huh?
I say there's a difference between looking and expecting. How ready is he? Ah, dude, he's insanely ready.
He's expecting 2. He's
It's
expecting 2.
probably the most locked in I've ever seen
Cryo
someone
gets the
be in
best
that
of him.
situation for a
And yet
push
Cryo
that is
down
like
30
relatively
HP.
low chance.
As long as Derek stays alive, that's
So
the gun to maybe pick up.
fast.
These 2 players now down up into lamps. Hold on, the spike is back in spawn though, and there's 2 players headed towards it.
Cryo gives up his pursuits. Starts to turn back.
That could have just won the round if he found that and deleted Nature because no one else on EG could play
Yeah,
for
he
it.
just
He's
didn't
still
check
in a
it.
spot to make a play.
I mean, he still is in a really good spot, but
And yet,
We'll see.
Nature is walking. He doesn't have information. He can't actually come in quickly for the backstab. He'll have a quick flank timing, but he won't just ruin this round right here.
30 seconds left in the round. You don't hear any comms of what's happening B, surely.
I think they need to speed up a little bit. Because if he gets the molly...
Waiting for it.
Oh, he molly showers.
Test once again.
It's a shame. Dude, if he molly default and then we had the nade to stop as well, this could have been it. Oh boy.
10 seconds now. The nade will buy a little bit of time, but the spike does go down. Cryo strikes. Better late than never. Xander gets a bit more than he bargained for. Bucky to the face.
Okay, they know where they both are.
Now Austin is satcheling forward, looking to take space aggressively, and does. The first tap of the spike. He's going to stick it to half. Cryo covering him. He might take it all the way. Pulls off in half. Gets one. Still more work to be done. Dueling
damn, bro. Arsenal's absolutely owned them.
Bounced back from 2 days ago.
Owned them in this round.
Pulling this round 100 Thieves' way. And this was a wild round. Again, that double walk out of showers.
Big round, bro. Such a big round.
10 seconds left.
Icy connecting onto Kess, finally taking him down. Everyone else kind of got bamboozled from 100 Thieves. Apart from Cryo and Asuna.
We got the...
That one's tough, man.
Yeah, not sure about the jump.
And so 100 Thieves get to 7. You got an op online for Cryo. And he's going to have the B line.
100 Thieves haven't shown a super forward B fight. It's been the refight or the trap off the utility.
Okay, back over towards forcing towards long. That is what was working, right? It's actually every time they've had... Every round, if you look that they have this square, they win.
And especially
I think that's right.
Prowlers headed
for maybe one of the rounds.
Unless we commit the Dizzy
so
now,
if they can't get this square,
we could just drop.
That would be pretty good.
Some utility up. Cryo's got the line.
Good, well done.
But the Dizzy will push him off.
And that lurk down short, finally Supa wins the fight. With Kess out of the picture, 100 Thieves don't really know how to approach handling A.
Yeah, they're thrown into disarray here. They don't know where to go.
Because they had 2 players trying to rotate B into this fight from Evil Geniuses. They've still got the stack here.
Ye has ult. EU's now dead.
Where did that come from?
Do you imagine they might want to try to save it here? For the rest, go for the next. No, Xander tries to swing out into safety. But he's
they tried for
more.
a Teva.
Icy up in heaven. Austin trying to push the pace onto the site. And there are too many targets to deal with.
It's not the best example because they got to pick over towards short. But another round where they have long control and they can win.
On site.
And so far, you're 2 for 2, yeah.
Just endless utility. This time it's Evil Geniuses that get that Seize Brimalt combo. Cryo's off, unfortunately. Wasn't really afforded a chance to play the round because of that little switch up in the util pattern of Derek's.
And really the diligence to just consider that that's even a possibility.
Yeah, being aware of the money on that one. Expecting 100
Why
Thieves.
doesn't a team just
like
hire 7 coaches that are the best at each map? For example, you have 6 for Bind, Kaplan for Split, Solo for Haven.
We come back to starting to look at things like Ultimates, Nature,
Esports orgs
have those
barely make a profit as it is. There's probably like 3 of them or something that makes a profit.
And truthfully, I think it makes it very hard.
You want them to get 7 coaches.
Especially for
I mean, Zeta tried something similar, but I agree, they didn't get the best on each map.
Usually yours teleports send you all the way to the other side.
Right, you're really out of the play for a while, sure.
And on Bind, once you start coming into these ult cycle rounds,
but I mean, yeah, if you had loads of money, you could do something similar to this.
These full hits on repeat.
I think you're thinking a bit too extreme.
A shot from Icy through the wall. But this is why it's so important for Cryo to try and get posted on the forward angles.
But then why don't you go a step further?
Why
don't you have 5 players, like why don't you pick up 100 Thieves just purely for Bind?
An aggressive line down B.
Right? And then you pick up Genji purely for Haven.
And Cryo has
like why don't we keep going?
Xander, side by side.
Why don't we keep going on this?
Just Evil Geniuses trying to show a little bit of threat.
That's only 35 players. All gamers are halfway there.
While they can speed into A, but because Cryo stepped all the way down, really posturing aggressively, it's a 4-stack for 100 Thieves.
He's already TP'd out. The Nightfall will connect onto 1. Prowler will hunt him down. Cryo off the mark. But EU is not. Icy trying to scale back sight, and the defense is too strong. They don't even have the spike wall within reach.
There's nothing you can do. 2 players getting ready to peek out from behind the smoke on short.
Cryo gets Derek. Superman's left in a 1v5. And that gets 100 Thieves to 8.
And this is just
Please go
simple
back to
macro
long, guys.
from
Come on.
100 Thieves. All afforded
Go
to
fight
them
long.
because
Fight long to the
Cryo
death.
decided to walk all the way down B long. Instead of being a little bit more passive like the last round, he steps forward, realizes, oh, the re-clear isn't coming. Okay, now all of a sudden 100 Thieves have 4 players on the A side of the map. This was their weak side. They started out here with
30 players
only 2.
because you perma-ban
Get
one
here.
map. Ooh.
A minute,
You
10
just
seconds on the clock
saved the org millions.
to receive those ults.
Dude, EU's utility
You
has been
definitely got yourself a promotion there.
So good. And he has been the Fade player ever since 2022. The desk was talking about
Now we're
our
only
chamber
losing
players in
35
2022.
million a
Fade
month
for EU has been
instead of
synonymous
the
since then.
original planned
that
40 mil.
flashes. DP wants more to fight for Sand. Try to get him an early line.
And Cryo actually steps into showers with the
If
operator.
we
a
keep
little
making
bit
reductions
of a
like
different
this, we
punch
might be able to do it.
since that pistol round.
As we talk about weapons of that kind, EU has a Marshal. You've got
Or
two,
the Outlaw, rather.
or an Outlaw, excuse me. Yeah, you've got 2 members on the side of EG with light armor too.
And one of them is Icy. So coming into that could be a big deal. But for the time being, Evil Geniuses are headed away from that gun.
Yeah, perhaps.
It does look
but
like
you've
they're
also
on
got
top of this
5
though.
ults to
How
play
are they
in this
gonna?
last round
How's
and a
100
half.
Thieves gonna punch them over towards long?
EU just grabbed a rifle.
100 Thieves have a 3-stack towards B. Again, Regi are headed. Asuna gets him!
Oh.
Icy plucked from the
Wow.
pack.
Asuna actually popped that fast though.
And again, this lighter
Icy-
weaponry is
Icy couldn't really do too much.
Rifle.
So look at A short.
He
This is
tried.
the way back
He
in
nearly
for
got
Evil
out of there.
Geniuses. The lurk from Supa. He's only bested Kess a single time, and now he's getting ulted.
Hey,
What
Oh
is
god, he's
that?
owned him though.
Kess with a
Kess has
6 sets in
absolutely
the
owned him.
round.
Flushes him out of the corner, forces him into the fight he was not prepared to take. It's a mess once more for EG. 100 Thieves knocking on the door of 9. And the walls are closing in. Take a look at the minimap. Cryo's nipping at their heels. Just over 10 seconds left in the round. Nature forced to fight. Will get his one, but there's so much more to be done. Commits to getting spiked down, succeeds, but that's all he will do.
This is a statement half.
It's another
from 100
masterclass from 100 Thieves on this map,
Evil
really.
Geniuses challenged them, left it open, kept banning away the sunset, and 100 Thieves have proved exactly why EG should not have done that.
And that tells me they're incredibly confident in the Corrode, and they're incredibly confident in the Ascent. There's no other way you let this slide.
I mean, look at this, explosive. Icy can't jump above it in time, and Kess, who is having the game of his year, just reads that lurk like a book.
In the lower bracket and his playoff
And
debut.
he
See
says,
my ult? It was such a weird ult. He was right here, so I ulted like here.
Minnie
I
says
think
just
the
do
kid's playing
5
exceptionally
maps and
well.
win
Again,
every
14
series
and 8,
2-1.
Playoffs debut, first
Has
time
he
in the
just
lower
saved us
bracket.
an extra
100
bit of money
Thieves
as well?
fighting
He
for dear
might
life.
have.
We're going to throw it to a quick break. When we return, the conclusion
He
of
might have
Bind.
done it. And you can field, and honestly, out of the 5 maps, out of the 25 players, you could probably field a pretty decent, team on whatever map they picked.
I can go as far as I want.
So there might be a couple of 2-0s in there.
全世界都会知道我们的厉害。
I think we got something here.
Red Bull gives you wings.
4 maps is enough. Permaban, they pick one. Yeah, that's true as well. 4 maps. Now we only need 20 players. Dude, I mean, all gamers literally have 16 people in their roster, right? I guess that includes coaches. But they're kind of there. What happens when map rotation comes in? I mean, that's a nightmare. You need a team of coaches. I would hope that if the players are only there for one map, you wouldn't need too many coaches. You'd be able to have it down, but then again, you never know. Now all we need to do is get an org to do this. Probably the only org is Falcons that has the money to do this.
Well, there are 3 things in
So
life that are sure.
That's our
Death,
That's the only org we got.
And 100 Thieves winning big.
That's the
on
only
Bind.
org.
They come into the second half up 9-3. Ender, this has been such a ridiculous performance by Kess in particular.
Yeah, I mean, him just locking down the lurk every single round, the way he was playing that A site, very often just with EU alongside him, but working off that utility, his fade was throwing out beautifully. Now they get a chance.
I tell you what, 2027 is when Riot redoes all of their orgs, right? So you could in theory, right? We got the end of 2025, you got the end of 2026 to wait for those contracts to run out. You could actually get some of these players pretty cheap. We wouldn't have to buy that many people out of their contracts.
That angle.
You can see Supa wants to play in front of it, but it puts him in a really strange spot, so he falls back to elbow.
All I'm saying is we cut it down from like 100 million to like 40 million real fast.
Also forced to sit back and wait. Tries to pierce the veil. And now the nade out, satchels forward. So far, so fake when it comes to the aggression.
Except though, 100 Thieves have ignored Hookah. Now with the teleport in, that's 2 players into the space. This wall provides some protection, but 4 players already here for Evil Geniuses. 100 Thieves have to slowly walk back in and clear away Icy.
Are they going to try to get out? Or are they doubling down? Asuna
takes care of How do these guys get max value out of the C's every single round?
A 2v2 now, quickly
here we go, big 1v1, Derek.
Derek and EU initiators on opposite sides of the stage, both with the same hopes, both with the same dreams.
Gets this flash in 4.
The need to survive the gauntlet in the lower bracket. Just to get a shot at Paris. And an ever pivotal pistol to get there.
Oh, that's rough.
Derek trying to pave the way with utility.
That's rough.
Trepidatious in his approach.
That's rough.
Never had a chance. That's
he really needed Zizzy to do some work there.
I've been so impressed with EU today. Again on that side exec. It's his C's that catches out Supa. Then he's scaling into the site, trading away his teammates, even in the clutch. Positioning
the flash,
himself
it wasn't
perfectly.
too bad if he thought he was on site.
Swaps
it's not too
again.
bad.
Yeah, that player fully seized up.
He got in tube, he got to a close right, he got a little bit of down long. He's not flashing high, he's flashing low so he can get in tube.
Of a problem, to be honest.
Like this is not too bad.
To be honest, no one really on the side of EG has.
Yeah, there's been a few rounds, but
right here, yeah. This, bit of this, bit of long.
Not living up to the hype so far. Evil Geniuses decide not even to force into this round. And maybe for good reason, with nature clocked.
Clinical.
The guy in the crowd. Icy gets real punished for that, but he's out of there. 3 HP.
Okay. Well, Evil Geniuses were looking maybe for a similar 100 Thieves B long trap with the 3 players.
Doing it left, yeah, doing it left is better.
I fear for them this is not the play.
No, I don't foresee that one ending the same way. And so what? 100 Thieves will inevitably get to 11.
But it has to be. You guys are saying this, yeah.
You're gonna have to put together a ridiculous
so
comeback.
I know it would reach there, yeah.
Austin is satcheling forward.
In the moment, though.
A path that has been so drilled, so routine for the duelist.
Look at Cryo just charging into
It's
spawn.
a great shot.
Xander at his back. Playing a really unconventional post plant. It's not even really planted for pipes or for heaven, but
I need to flash alone. This is why I never try and talk about 1v1 Bacon. It just becomes way too hindsighty.
They are giving him a little bit of space here. Two members playing on that flank. Yeah, he's dealt with. And then there were 2.
I mean, these guys, 2 orbs for Derek. He would absolutely love to die to the spike if it's a possibility. Asuna wants to go on the hunt because remember, 100 Thieves with an 11th round here. You just get 1 or 2 big ult rounds, you've just won the map.
It's a perfect start for 100 Thieves as well. Just when it couldn't get any worse for that EG. He got 2 best ults on this.
Beat them on 2 critical rounds.
Closest to getting there.
You built yourself such a runway that you can afford a mistake 2, even 4, to be honest.
That's how good their defense was.
Right. And so a relatively insurmountable lead, all things considered, that EG are facing up. I mean, they don't really have any ults in position to potentially be a factor in this round. Yeah.
Bonus rounds. We've gone for the split wall over towards B.
Geniuses.
No rotate on this one.
Solving this B wall.
Still no rotate.
Except this time, 100 Thieves are pressuring Hookah pretty substantially. Just
And
Super
kind of
here
just
on the
hold
other
2
side.
on A there, for sure, with the info.
Dog and Asuna follows.
Man, a full bit him too. Lucky for Supa, I think that the util is a
he's
bit
lucky that the
scattered
nade
from
missed
100
him.
Thieves, so he survives with a bit of chip damage. Tucks himself away. But that could have been a disaster.
Thieves are stalling out here a little bit.
If you had to fathom a guess, what is Potter's full process with his map
Could
picks?
have actually walked back
The full
towards A.
process is
Stop EG from just full stack
Sunset's our permaban,
the walk-ups to come on in.
so we have
You
more
might have
chance
Eye
on
up here very soon
binds
again.
Lord, what is that?
instead of playing a map we've never played.
Derek dealt with. I see on the swing.
And then-
Hold on here.
That's that.
The defense.
And
refusing to
then
relent.
this one's a little bit bad because this one for sure would be third map. So maybe
Kess
they
looking
should
for
have
the fight
picked
elbow, will not find
an
it.
extra map
This is
here
weird, though.
instead of
EG
having
really
a
isolated. Ye trying to slip in
give
the
him an
backside
extra
to
ban
assist
and then
Supa,
maybe
who's
not
still
be able
stuck
to
in the
fully
corner.
100% know what
he's
this
in that
is.
spot.
30 seconds left.
Meanwhile,
Um,
Nature's convinced on the
but
other side of the
they
map
just
that they're going to
they
rotate
just
away.
feel like Road is their best map.
100 Thieves are into the site.
To be honest.
Getting struck down by a combo of Icy and Ye.
I don't
so
think
will
this
go
is that bad.
EG's way.
Like this isn't that bad. Because you would imagine that with how much 100 V's been
3 on the
prepping
round
and
for Icy.
practicing
Quietly
Sunset that they
sitting
would
at
pick
10 and
Sunset.
10 and 13.
It's been EG's permaban like for a long time.
Waste any money or anything into that round.
The Corrode one's a little bit rough
Starts
because
to build up here.
it's
Nice
third map,
turnaround there from Icy
and they
to
could have
deal
picked
with
something
the
else.
Hookah players
But maybe they
walking
also feel like they need to get the confidence of winning a
there.
map, and that's their best chance of winning a
down.
map.
It almost feels like there's a few of these moments.
Retakes, thank you so
Supa
much for the
ends up
prime.
getting
Appreciate the 3
picked by
months.
the dog.
EG played Sunset
Shore
on
these
week
things
1.
up, 'cause
Ooh,
those
did
little
they?
mistakes now on a
Well, then
rifle round
expanded ever since.
could change the whole landscape of it.
Who did they play it to? I mean, mate, they lost 13-7 to 2G.
Quiet across the map.
Bro, I remember this.
100
They
Thieves
played
not
Ye
really
on
taking any
Jet.
aggressive
Yeah, that's not a
lines.
thing. They would have lost that as well.
Cryo notwithstanding, he's trying to take this Hookah
Well,
fight, and
That's one.
Cryo go
But
kill.
I remember they
Yeah,
played
last
Ye
time
on
Supa was
Jet,
hit with
and they didn't
utility, so maybe
prioritize getting an
caught
op when you
sleeping at
have
the
a
wheel
Jet
there.
on defense.
When there is none, it's just
I
Cryo
remember
walking in.
being tilted.
And the
2G
shifts have
are
started
good at
coming into
Sunset, though, to be
It
fair.
is simply nature playing
So
on
it's
short
actually
behind
not
the
that
smoke.
bad.
Brother, he is up close. Oh gosh, Nature has to do so
But
much.
the way they played
Will
was
they
bad.
check him?
They won't.
They've both passed him. They don't know where he is.
Oh my.
The trap lies in wait, and Nature finds one. Tucks tail, tries to get away, and will succeed. But now with position betrayed, Asuna gets the best of him.
It's given time for Ye to get into lamps, though. He has a shot into this round.
Ooh,
yet.
nice shot.
Icy still so far away. The goop will cause problems.
The what?
Scaling backside is the duelist, and now the rocket popped right into his lap. Icy's left in 1v2.
30 seconds left.
You praised his mechanics in the previous round. Ender, it's gonna have to be better.
100 Thieves have to know that Icy is on the flank. They've walked into spawn. 20 seconds left on the clock. They're gambling it into the B finish.
Oh, he's here
and
pretty
Icy is on
early.
a mad dash to try and
He's here
catch
pretty
Xander
early.
before he gets the spike down.
He's gambling
Big
just as
nade.
well.
It's going to be
That's
too
a safe
late,
plant,
but
though.
10 seconds.
oh, you
Putting
didn't hear
everything
him.
on red.
He's too far away
He
to
might
hear
get
him
his ones.
initially
Look
tap.
where Asuna is.
If Icy
Right?
gets this kill, it is a showstopper. He could win this round.
He's got to push the pace now.
Yeah,
but he
I
doesn't
respect
realize
Ender trying to
Asuna's
build it
not on
up.
the site. And so he plays safe behind utility. Icy so often a source of criticism, cannot deliver for EG. Asuna gets 4. 100 Thieves
Let's
gets
get to
map point.
Corrode.
Asuna has woken up today, dominating 19-5 after that
You can't
4K.
time that.
Keeping it loose.
I'll time you
As
up.
evil
Hold on.
geniuses call a timeout. And that was a chaotic round, Doug.
It was incredible, but I think you're right. You highlighted Asuna. We got to talk about him again. Not just because of the way he's playing today. That alone
30 seconds.
is
Baker, it's a
impressive,
small slap
but
on the
with
wrist.
The shadow of the disaster.
I
that was
gave
the
him a
last
little
time
bit of
they played
leniency because I
looming
found it
over
a
his
little
shoulder.
funny. Is that bad?
This is an impressive performance.
Complete turnaround. And that's what you need. Now that it's do or die, right? 100 Thieves back against the wall.
Right.
But EG are in exactly the same position,
Yeah.
except they're trailing by 8 rounds. It's 100 Thieves that are map point here. And it's Potter calling the timeout.
And so as she gets involved in the conversation, she is left
that-
with a pretty
It's that,
difficult
I'm sorry,
task to
guys.
solve. How do
We
you
should we should have
get
played
8 rounds
Sunset
back
timeout.
play perfect
Just wanted to take this minute to
just get
apologize.
OT?
I was wrong.
It's hard. And
had a
honestly,
better
I
chance
think when you're
than
trailing by
Sunset.
numbers like this, there's
I'm
something in it
joking,
where,
I'm joking.
enabling your players to
They would have lost on Sunset, I
With
promise.
it, play a little bit more on those confident forward lines. Can both, if you start winning those fights, get the momentum building for your team,
Give myself,
but also
give myself a timeout for sure. 30-second timeout. Stay silent for 30 seconds.
Post down B long, similar to what we saw Cryo going for those deep walks down B or out of showers back during 100 Thieves defense. Maybe a different idea for EG here.
4 towards A. 2 showers, 2 staring down short.
Ooh, Nature's on a Spectre in shower.
And you gotta buy what you can, I guess. Ye has his ult, so does Icy, but they're on opposite sides of the map.
Sure, but Ye is next to Nature, who's got that Seize. That's what we have to keep our eyes on. Good utility from Nature. Means his gun would not matter, but it's all on this Seize.
He can't get picked. He's gotta be careful.
Oh, the actual arm shot. Satchel TP out of there as well.
The Outlaw purchase punishes Nature. It pulls away the ultimate from Ye. Puts him at a numbers disadvantage.
And with an ill-advised investment.
Why is Bacon out here slapping wrists as well?
The chances Cryo was taking at the end of the first half that started or cemented that lead for 100 Thieves.
Bacon's taking down any believers. That's crazy.
Now 100 Thieves have crept all the way to the door and are now looking to storm the gates.
Cryo just contacting up with the sniper.
Well, you know, turns out
can't win them all.
Yep, turns out he's human. And these things happen, and he makes up for it, as he does. Asuna cleans him up. Icy with a misfire on the rocket. The first satchel and the rocket do not find
No, do you want some mod?
Yeah, by the
So you
way,
can take Bacon down.
In on the flank. 100 Thieves just gonna
Can time him back out.
to come online.
Because trust me, he types way worse than that.
2v4 that they have to convert, and they cannot. 13-4, the way of 100 Thieves. And sure, it was on bind.
Yeah,
and
man.
Sure,
I mean,
they win on that map a lot.
it's 100 Thieves on
But
bind.
this is a massive bounce back performance.